Standard 7, Subject Social Science, Chapter number 8, Medieval Architecture. In first part, we have learned about Somnath Temple, Dwarkadhish Temple, Sun Temple of Modhera, and Rudra Mahal. In part 2, we are going to learn about the other places of Gujarat and India. First is Palitana. The Palitana Temple of Jains are located on the Shatrunjay Hills, where 51 or 60 kilometers southwest of Bhavnagar, Gujarat. There were approximately 863 temples starting from the peak to the base of Shatrunjay Hills. The Palitana temples constructed in marbles and white stones, considered one of the most sacred pilgrimage centers by the Jain. Every devout Jain aspires to climb to the top of the mountain at least once in his lifetime because of the sanctity of attaining nirvana. The temple is associated with Bhagwan Rishabhdev, the first Tirthankar, who is also known as Adinath. It has ornate architectural motifs, and interiors of the temple is intricately carved with ceilings that have geometrical lace design. Sri Hemchandra Acharya, Siddharth Jainsi, Kumar Pal, and generations of Jains from all over the country had contributed to the best of their capacity to make Shatrunjay Hills the best pilgrimage place for the Jain. Second is Siddhi Sayyad Jhali. The Siddhi Sayyad Mosque is one of the most famous mosques of Ahmedabad, located near Lal Darwaja. It was built by Siddhi Sayyad, a general in the army of the last Sultan Samsuddin Muzaffar Shah III of Gujarat Sultanate. The mosque is entirely arcaded in famous for beautifully carved stone lattice work windows. Windows means jali. On the side and rear arches. The rear wall is filled with square stone patched panels in geometrical designs. The two bays flanking the central have stone steps carved in design of intertwined trees and foliage and a palm motif in the jali. Kankaria Lake is the biggest lake in Ahmedabad, Gujarat, located in southern part of the city in Maninagar area. Kankaria Lake was built by Sultan Qutbuddin and was known as Qutub Hoj or Hoje Qutub. It is known as the Kankaria Lake. It is popular recreational center and surrounded by parks, Balvatika, Children's Garden, Boat Club, Natural History Museum and a zoo. Now we will learn about the medieval architectural style of Chola dynasty and Delhi Sultanate and the Mughal Empire. The advent of Turk influence by special aspect of Indian culture in Turkish rule paved the way of development in Indo-Islamic style, that is Indian and Islamic style, which blended with Arabic, Persian and Indian styles. There were extensive use of domes and arches and minarets. The minar, Qutub Minar, is of Delhi was commenced by Qutbuddin Aibak, the first Sultan of Delhi, and was completed by his successor. A few-storied building, the minar is made of red sandstone and covered with intricate carving and verses from the Quran. It is the tallest tower of its kind in India. Dhai Din Ka Jhopda is the first mosque of India constructed by Qutbuddin Aibak in Delhi. Now let's see the architecture of Chola dynasty. Among the ruling dynasty of South India, Cholas were great patrons of art and architecture. They built many temples at Tanjore, Mahabalipuram and Kanchi. They promoted Dravidian style of architecture with the multi-storied pyramid-like tower called Vimana with lofty gopurams. The interiors have and had pillared assembly halls called mandaps, and the main deity was kept in sanctum. Brihadeshwar temple or the Rajrajeshwar temple called the big temple is dedicated to Lord Shiva. It was built by great Chola king first in Tanjore. Beautiful Chola fresco painting adorn the inner walls of the temple, one of the outstanding temple in South India. The Brihadeshwar temple is the Chola dynasty's finest contribution to Dravidian temple architecture, which makes the construction so unique in the variation from usual temple building styles of having a tall gopuram and smaller vimana. In next part, we will learn about the architecture of Mughal period. Thank you.